There's also got to be some fight in the competitor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a crime in progress. This is what it looks like if you get attacked in your car by a guy that trains jiu-jitsu. Again, this is what a murder looks like in progress right here. Sweating profusely. It's hot as hell inside the car. I'll tell you, Mark, this sport is really evolving.
Look at that.
Lots of heavy breathing inside the car. There's not much relief in the back seat. That's a big, big man to have smashing you for 3 minutes. Got the seatbelt all the way around the throat, and this is a tough, tough situation. As we get in the later rounds, we're going to see how far they're willing to go to get the win. Hello, fight fans, and welcome to CarJitsu Championship. My name is JT Tilley, and I'm here, as always, with UFC Hall of Famer Mark the Hammer Coleman. And Mark, we have an incredible lineup this evening.
Yeah, great job of matchmaking, JT. Some high-level grapplers, wrestlers, jiu-jitsu players. I got a chance to talk to all of them. They've been training hard. It's going to be very, very intense.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic card. We got 4 big fights, so stick around. It's CarJitsu 13 Crash Course. Let's go.
My name is Fletcher Estes. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm a full-time student, part-time wrestler, jiu-jitsu guy. I have little to no experience grappling. I'm more of a scrappy street guy. I have a lot of high school athletic experience, from high school wrestling to football. I've been playing football my whole life, started wrestling when I was about 16. I heard about CarJitsu Championship through my boy Vincent, so he set me up, and I'm really excited about the opportunity, ready to get this rolling. I think I'll be all right because I'm a scrappy guy. I got some size, I'm not too tall. I think I'll be able to get around in the car. One, if not my most lucky moment, has probably been this opportunity. I'm ready to get ahead of the game. Alexander, I think you're a sweet guy, but when we get in the car, it's going to be a whole different story. My name is Fletcher Estes. I've been waiting on this fight a long time, and I think I got it in the bag.
Hey, my name is Anthony Alexander. Everyone back home calls me Inglewood. I'm a dean of students admin at our local high school I work at. I'm 38 years old, and I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. I've been grappling now for going on about 3 years now. I'm a blue belt under Jeremiah Cullum. Awards and accolades and a few proud moments I've had is I used to be a professional rugby player, played for the USA for about 7 years. Then the next 3 years I traveled internationally playing for various teams and whatnot overseas. I heard about CarJitsu through my friend Kyron Bowen, who's also a referee here. It looked like a blast to have, and that's what I'm here about, and just to have fun. A little bit about my style that may fit this sport, I cannot confirm or deny, but back in the day I used to do possibly some carjackings, little ski mask work. I was in and out quick, and so just for that, I think I got it. Luckiest moment in my life is becoming a single parent of 2 boys I'm raising them to be great men one day, and I'm just here to be a part of life and have a blast with it. To my opponent Fletcher, man, you got them locks all curly and pretty, man, but I'm gonna have to get him a little messy tonight.
Hands on the left.
Hands up. Hands down. Punch him in.
And we're off. Fletcher Estes out of the seatbelt first. And it looks like Inglewood is in a bad situation right off the bat here. JT Tilley here, as always, with Mark the Hammer Coleman. And Mark, we have a barn burner of a card tonight.
Very stacked deck again. A couple highly skilled athletes right here. What a way to start tonight.
Yeah, it's fantastic. As you can see, it is the same Prius that we've been using for the entire season in 2024, and this car has held up for 7 events. It has taken a beating, and this will be one of the last events of the season, and these two guys are absolutely beating the hell out of the front seats. Now, right now, it looks like Estes is in trouble. It looks like Anthony Alexander's got a front headlock here. He's going to go ahead and let it go and try to concentrate on wrist control. Both these guys brand new at CarJitsu Championship, Mark. Anthony Alexander trains with UFC veteran Rolly Delgado.
If you didn't open the door, you still have one door open, okay?
And, of course, Estes comes to us as a good friend of Vincent Bryan. He's a D1 wrestler recently signed with PLN. All right, we've got a restart. All right, that restart happened when Fletcher Estes touched down.
Nice hand fight.
Outside of the car, forced the reset. We've got just under 2 minutes left in this first match. And CarJitsu Championship 13 Crash Course is underway. Both of these gentlemen are getting a crash course on what the combat is like inside the car. And both of these gentlemen ready to explode and make a name for themselves. Now, Anthony's in the best position of the match so far, but Fletcher still fighting. He's in a front headlock now. It's not looking great. He's going to need to try to fight the hands here, Mark.
It'll be hard to finish from right here. Both guys looking for that all-important top position. But right now, it's just a good hand fight here.
Fletcher Estes trying to put some pressure, trying to put the seat down so he can move things into the back seat. Anthony Alexander holding on to his neck for dear life.
To a better position.
We got just under a minute left in this first round. Anthony Alexander, they call him Inglewood.
Looking to take
Oh, he's got a nice little, is it a neck crank or does he have the choke, Mark? It's hard to see from here. Oh, and he's got the tap.
Oh, wow.
And there we have it. Inglewood puts Fletcher Estes
loops him
at a deficit in round 1. Wow, okay, I was trying to listen in here. Looks like Fletcher's going to move over to the passenger seat. There are no breaks here at CarJitsu Championship. After the first round is won by submission, we immediately switch seats. And now there will be another 3-minute round, Mark. Now, Fletcher Estes needs a submission in this round, or the fight will be over. If he can get a submission, he will force the match to go to the back seat for a 3rd round. Let's listen in. All right, and we're off. Fletcher gets out first, but Anthony's waiting for him here. He gets the knee shield in.
Use that seatbelt this round.
It's getting a little bit rough now. Anthony looks very calm here. He's in a tough position, but he's not going to lose his cool. And Fletcher Estes putting that mop top right in the temple,
as he should,
of Inglewood.
Punish these guys. Put them in pain. Get them uncomfortable.
Look at the face here of Anthony Alexander.
Staying pretty calm.
Yeah, he looks like he's relatively calm here. He's in a bad position, but looks like he's hard to kill.
Former rugby superstar, Team USA.
It's a blue belt currently under Rolly Delgado at Westside MMA, Little Rock, Arkansas. Fletcher Estes with the front pressure.
Keep it up, keep it up.
Fletcher's an all-sport athlete.
Always going for a finish. Keep it up.
He likes to wrestle. He's a rough guy, and he wants to turn this into a brawl inside of this Toyota Scion.
He said he was going to get as mean as he had to. He needs to get meaner, it looks like.
A little bit of hand fighting here. We've got just under 2 minutes left in the 2nd round, and Fletcher needs a submission to force this match to go to the 3rd. If Anthony Alexander can get all the way through the 2nd round without being submitted, he will win the match. And it looks like he's threatening here. And he gets the tap out. Wow!
Nice.
Fletcher Estes losing 2 rounds. Wow.
How about that?
Unbelievable. Fantastic performance. Fantastic. That fight was brought to you by our friends at Lucky Energy. Lucky Energy drink. Orange Drizzle's my favorite. We took a vote here earlier, and Orange Drizzle seems to be the rock star tonight. Lucky Energy Drink. Go and check them out on Amazon. They're making some fantastic deals.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, none of us would be here. I wouldn't be able to be a great man like you. Shout out to JT, my boy Kyron that put me on this, my boy Penny. I want to send a shout out to my two boys, Westside MMA, my coach Jeremiah Cullum, and the opponent, I had Fletcher, super great guy, sweet guy. Have nothing but great things to say about him.
Tell me a little bit about that match. It go as planned?
It went, there is no plan in this. People who tell you that it went as planned, you can't plan for something like this. He's super strong. He has a wrestling background, and I saw that. I just went for submission over a little bit, a position I gave a little bit, try to conserve a little bit of energy, and then when I saw the sub come, I just tried to give it all I got.
Job well done. Proud of you.
Yes,
Here's your Lucky Energy Drink. Enjoy that. And enjoy the night.
Yes, sir.
And anybody you want to thank?
I also want to thank my grandma. Love her to death. She took me in when nobody else would, and I just want to thank the PLN network. And I'm coming for a belt. I want to be a 2-time weight class belt. I want it at 170 and give me somebody at 155. I'll cut the weight. Let's go.
There you go. You heard it right here. You're champ.
Position here. Mike's got him wrapped up, barely able to breathe, the blood to his brain being cut off. Cardiel's going to go ahead and just forget about the seatbelts and just wrestle.
My name is Mike Cardiel. I'm from Harrison, Arkansas, cybersecurity tech and full-time drone pilot. I've been doing jiu-jitsu since I was about 17 years old. I'm 37 now, so I've put in a little bit of time with it, a little bit of wrestling here and there. One of my proudest moments would be, I guess, just anytime I get my hand raised, anytime in any grappling match, but also the times I don't get my hand raised too, because it's like they always say in jiu-jitsu, you never lose, you always just learn. I picked up on CarJitsu from social media. It started blowing up and became all the buzz, and when I first saw it, I thought this would be kind of a wild idea, but more and more I started looking at it, I was like, this is actually good stuff. It's got practicality to it. It becomes a more creative type of grappling match, takes you away from the traditional norm or whatever, and once I got involved with it, it was just it's like a sponge. It just becomes addictive. My style is a little more of a pressure pass kind of style, and I think that works okay in CarJitsu, whereas you want to be more aggressive, more coming forward versus working off your back. I think that'll work a little bit into my favor in this. I'd have to say my luckiest moment would be back in 2009 when I met my beautiful wife back at Arkansas Tech. Steve, looking forward to our match. I think you're a big, mean dog, but I might just be a little bit meaner.
And we're off. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a crime in progress. This is what it looks like if you get attacked in your car with your pants down by a guy that trains jiu-jitsu, sweating profusely. It's hot as hell inside the car. Minsky's going to go to the back seat and use the seatbelt to somehow squeeze the legs together of Highsmith. He's got Highsmith wedged between the dashboard and the seat, and he's still tangled up in the shoulder strap.
My name's Stephen Minsky. I'm currently residing in Little Rock, Arkansas, and on the weekends I beat up people in cars. I got to see on YouTube a bunch of people beating each other up and a couple guys getting hot and steamy in a car. I train out of LDMA under a legend named Danny Dring, and I know some ninja stuff. Yeah, Mike, you think you're a dog, but at the end of this night, you're going to have the leash around your neck.
And we're off. And right away, Mike Cardiel reaches over and grabs the shoulder strap of Stephen Minsky, who also has the shoulder strap from across the car. And they're both just trying to do some work here with the shoulder straps, just kind of hanging out here for a second, Mike. All right, Mike's going to put some head pressure on the back of Stephen Minsky, but Stephen is hard to kill, and he's just looking to survive. What do you think about this position here, Mark Holman?
Two very big guys in a little car. They promise violence, and I expect fireworks out of this match.
Yeah, both of these guys are fantastic grapplers, highly competitive. Stephen Minsky's got somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 MMA fights, and Mike Cardiel, former police officer, knows his way around the inside of an automobile.
Somebody needs to turn it dirty.
All right, Stephen Minsky here. He's got the shoulder strap from across the car. I think he's just using it for leverage here. And Cardiel's just basically putting head pressure, smashing him into the seat, and waiting for a mistake to be made.
That's exactly what he should be doing.
Now, all season, this car has taken a beating, and one of the things you'll notice here is that there are no headrests. These competitors know this car well. They've both competed inside this same car just a few months ago, and they know that there's a lot of room here that wasn't there previously. So there's a lot of hand fighting going on here. There's a lot of gamesmanship, but right now, Mike seems to have knee on belly, which is the dominant position in the front seat. A little bit of a scramble here. Oh, and we've lost the camera. Mike looks like he's just depending on some arm strength here. He does have quite a bit of arm strength, but Stephen Minsky getting his body in position and trying a front choke here. Mike's going to slip his head out, and now we're looking at some more seatbelt play. Carl's got the seatbelt around the back of his neck, but not the carotid. Now they're just going to hug it out for a second here. We got about a minute left in this first round.
Looks like some trouble right here.
Yeah, Minsky needs this submission to win the round at CarJitsu Championship. There are no points. It takes a submission to win. And we've got just under a minute left here, and if either one of these competitors can pull the submission, they will win round one. If there is no submission, there will be no winner. And Cardiel's in trouble here.
Wow,
it looks like he's got a noose around his neck here. He's in bad shape. We've got about 30 seconds left, and Cardiel is in trouble. Now he's not gonna tap to pain, but at this point, Minsky is all the way outside of the car, pulling with everything he's got. All 215 of his pounds are out the window, and this round is almost over. Mike Cardiel smiling at the camera, and this round is over. Wow!
What a round.
Holy smokes. Wow.
Both guys going all out.
Now these guys are going to have to dislodge here, and there will be no break between rounds. We'll just switch seats and immediately start, and it looks like Cardiel is feeling the burn. These guys are walking very slowly. They're going to get every second they can to recover. And
we're very, very strong human beings in that car going at it.
Absolutely. This is a tough second round. No clear winner yet.
Both guys look a little tired, but they should be. That was a good round.
And here we go. Inside the car, 87 degrees. It's extremely hot. Right away, we're in dogfight position. And in a battle of who's got the most arm strength, it's going to be Mike Cardiel. But the most experience goes to Steven Minsky. And these guys both came to win. Both of these guys are coming off a big win streak. And they want to put together one more win streak to round out the year. And it looks like Minsky, still in his shoulder strap, trying to apply a choke here. A little bit of an adjusted lapel choke here, but now he's going into the back seat. He's going to try again, only this time Cardiel peels him off. And now Cardiel is stuck in his shoulder strap, and a lot of work is happening here with the seat in between them, Mark.
Got to take advantage of being stuck in that seatbelt and attack that neck right now with the seatbelt. There he goes.
Minsky's going to regret going into the back seat. He's going to look for that Darce. And now he's trying to apply it with the seatbelt. Wow. Big headbutt there. Illegal headbutt. Accidental headbutt.
I love it.
I'm sure you do. And that's a tap.
Nice.
Wow.
He got me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. It's going to be Steven Minsky. Unbelievable.
Go right back into it, guys. How much time we got? 1 minute and 45 seconds left.
All right, I've just been told this is a reset, Mark. There was no submission here. It was a reset, and I didn't see the official call to reset, but it does look like this grueling battle is going to continue in the second round. Holy smokes. We're approximately halfway through the second round. These guys are now moving just a little bit more slowly, Mark. I think a lot of people in this room thought that the match was over, and it turns out it was just the reset. Now this is the same strategy by Minsky. He wants the seatbelt choke. He's going to take both seatbelts, both shoulder straps into the back seat, and now Cardiel's going to follow him back there. Mike Cardiel fighting for his life. Not the first time he's been in this position inside of a car, but this is a big, skilled man he's fighting with here, Mark. And now he's going to dive head first into the back. He's got top position, kind of just barreling over the top here, but this is a good position for Cardiel for the first time in the match. We've got about a minute left. We're getting a nice look at the buttocks of Mike Cardiel. That's his good side. Steven Minsky, a lot of top pressure. He's going to go ahead and hold on to these shoulder straps, but I'm not so sure that's the best strategy at this point.
Looks like a stalemate position here.
And Cardiel's going to need to make something happen here. All right, the officials are telling Mike to stop stalling and to get moving. And he's going to start fishing around here with the arms of Steven Minsky. Steven Minsky looks a little lackluster here. He must be tired.
It's got to be getting real hot in that car right now.
Inside the car, 88 degrees, Mark. It is absolutely roasting in there, and we're going to get to the end of this round with no round 2 winner. Two fantastic grapplers, two tough big men. Absolutely exhausted, and there has not been a submission, so now they are 6.5 minutes deep in this match, and they're going to start another 3-minute round in the back seat. No seatbelt in the back seat. And at the end of the 3 minutes, if there is still no clear winner, we will immediately go to sudden death, and the first point scored will win the match. Let's listen in. And we're off. Immediately, Minsky gets top position, slides his knee over, and Cardiel's in trouble. As tired as these guys are, that is a bad, bad situation. Being on bottom in the back seat is a bad, bad predicament. And right now, Cardiel's being pressured into the driver's side back seat, and there's a seatbelt at play.
Mink's getting a second wind here. Must have had a good training camp. We'll see who worked harder. Can grind through this hard third round.
These two gentlemen are absolutely destroying the inside of the car. They've taken out a couple of the cameras, one of the visors, and now looks like Mike Cardiel's looking for a takedown. He wants to pull that left leg out, but now he's stuck in the shoulder strap again, and he's being controlled by Minsky with the shoulder strap. It's a tough situation, but he's not out of the woods just yet. Minsky has not won this fight, and we've got about 2 minutes left in the match. Steven Minsky from Springfield, Missouri. He's had somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 mixed martial arts competitions, and he loves to bang, he loves to grind, and he loves to fight. He's turned this match into a dogfight, Mark.
High-level grappling right here.
Mike Cardiel is in dismay. He's got to get better position here, because in just under 2 minutes, we go to sudden death, and mount would win, back takes would win, knee on belly would win. Any point scored under IBJJF rules will win this match. So he's got to stop laying in the corner, and he's got to get to his knees and press forward. Steven Minsky's got some kind of weird mystery funk on the back of his rash guard. I've known Minsky a long time. I would imagine that mystery funk should probably be tested, and we should avoid using that rash guard ever again. All right, now we can see in the back seat, we can see that Minsky now has the seatbelt around the back of Cardiel's head, and he's trying to move the shoulder strap from the driver's seat to the front of the carotid. You can see a sneaky little hand there coming across. That's Mike. He doesn't want to let go of that shoulder strap, but he's absolutely depleted. Little wedgie, and we're going to move on. It is 90 degrees inside, 89.7 degrees inside the car. The cameras are shorting out. The car is absolutely drenched. The inside of the windows are fogging up, and you've got 500 pounds nearly of man meat here in the back seat.
Steve just
10 seconds in the match. We're going to go right to sudden death here.
Really dominated this round. Now he needs to score a point for the win.
All right, we're in sudden death, Mark, and if Steven Minsky can pull mount, he will win this match. And Mike is going to have to fight with everything he's got. Look at this. He's going to power left. Mike Cardiel's looking to get out from the bottom. It might be a little bit too late.
Guys.
He's still moving here. You can see here Mike Cardiel's straining so hard. He's got a booger. And we've got Steven Minsky mounts him in sudden death, and we've got a winner here, Steven Minsky.
Good match. Both
wow.
Exhausted. Good fight.
You know how in life little lucky things just happen from time to time? Like when you accidentally find a $20 bill in your mom's purse and your whole outlook on life changes. Or when you think you ate your last potato chip and then you find one just waiting for you under the couch. Our sponsor, Lucky Energy, is like those happy accidents. Why is it called Lucky Energy? Well, that's pretty simple. The founder survived a plane crash that killed 136 people, including his father. He's probably one of the luckiest people on earth.
I told you I was going to try to get the dog a leash around his neck. He just was a tough SOB.
You sure did try, but it was a good match. Anybody out there you want to thank?
Oh, man, everybody. Fans that came, people watching, you know, ESPN coming out, and everybody just keep supporting. CarJitsu's coming up.
You keep working hard, brother. We'll see you next time.
Hey, man, appreciate it.
Yeah.
fantastic match. Steven Minsky gets another win at CarJitsu Championship, and he's going to celebrate with a Lucky Energy drink. Grab a can today, friends, at luckybevco.com. That's luckybevco.com, or try Amazon now.
My name's Caden Booth from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm a YouTuber. I've never grappled before in my life. It's my first time. I won a medieval combat fight the other day. I have a YouTube channel where I do a bunch of crazy stuff. The other day, I won a medieval combat fight. I found CarJitsu on Instagram. I'm not that big, but I think my speed and agility might help. I've been going all around the world trying all the craziest fights. This one's probably the craziest yet. Got no experience, but I'm gonna see what I can do. I'd say my luckiest moment was hitting my 13-leg parlay the other day on FanDuel. Raven, I'm gonna try to choke you out with the seatbelt.
And the first round of CarJitsu is underway. Outlaw grabbing the seatbelt just as Raven removes it from its holster. He's got a front headlock here, and he's got a hold of the opposite seatbelt for leverage. Raven now wrapping the opposite seatbelt across the back of the neck, and we are now in a very precarious position. The temperature inside the car is rising. It is extremely hot. The pushing and the pulling, the ripping and the tearing, the struggle is real, guys.
I'm Raven James from Branson, Missouri. Got an awesome family, woman, 2 kids, you know. I work for a TV production studio in Branson. I've been grappling on and off just about my whole life. I've done 2 CarJitsu competitions. One as an alternate and the other for the PLN Grappling Challenge. So I got a little bit of experience in the grappling game. I got a few accolades I can think of that just really make me feel good. When I was a little kid, came black belt in Taekwondo, but the best one's got to be slap fight lightweight champion. Just went through and dominated that whole division, then got to retire on top. No better run. I've had a couple lucky moments in my life. I've had some life or death experiences, but I gotta say, probably the luckiest moment would be having the cutest little baby in the world. Let me just tell you, cutest little girl, you just don't know. I've heard about CarJitsu. I've been in the grapevine of PLN for a little while, done slap fight and all that. So as soon as this came around, I already had my eyes to get in on it. So I'm happy to be here. You know, I heard that my guy, he doesn't have a whole lot of experience in grappling. I'm more coming in here to have fun, but I also heard that he won a medieval fighting contest, so he's got to be tougher than expected. So I'm going to be prepped for everything, and I'll pull out whatever tools I got to. Caden, we're going to have a good match. I'm excited to go in there with you, maybe teach you a little bit about the game, and hopefully set you up on a good path.
And we're off, Mark, and right away Raven grabs the shoulder strap from across the car, and Caden's in trouble. Caden Booth's now in a rear naked choke. Raven's got him in a bad spot, but Caden's fighting with everything he's got.
Don't give up. Come on, buddy. Fight this.
And we got to tap out. Raven's going to win the first round quickly.
Got to protect that throat, brother.
Caden Booth tapped out very quickly. Now we're going to switch seats. Keep in mind, Mark, Caden Booth is an internet influencer.
Yeah.
He's big on YouTube and TikTok, but also he's just a ballsy young man. He likes to try new things. And Caden Booth,
I got a lot of respect for him.
He's gonna give it a shot here.
See what he can do round 2. Come on, brother, protect that throat.
No prior training. And round 2 is underway. Now this time, Caden, he wants to avoid the choke, but now Raven's gonna pull guard and jump into the driver's seat and immediately threaten. And it looks like he's going to let Caden just have a little bit more of leeway here, but Caden's making some rookie decisions here. Raven's going to just take seatbelt, pull him back, and give him an opportunity to fight here.
Talk about learning on the job. Here you go.
Caden's pushing. This guy's got some guts here, Mark.
Yeah, I respect him a lot.
Caden's going to go, okay, we've got a reset here.
Nice move.
I don't know who opened the door there, but that was a great move if it was Caden.
Come on, Caden, you got to get out of that seatbelt fast.
Caden Booth, he's bringing his fans over to watch him compete. Just about 2 weeks ago, he competed in a medieval fighting tournament, and he won.
Nice.
And tonight, he makes his CarJitsu debut for his fans.
Who's this Raven guy?
Raven's just a new kid here. He's been competing with PLN for since the inception. Here's Raven. Raven, the former slap fight world champion, he's been retired. He decided to come out of retirement to welcome Caden into the CarJitsu League. And now Caden has given up his back again, and he looks like he's trying to make his way into the back seat, but Raven's got him in some sort of a big brother move here.
Trying to turn and face him at least.
Oh no, Caden's gone to his back in the back seat.
Get a picture of that.
Raven's going to control the wrist with both seatbelts.
Just having
somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 minutes left in round 2.
Oh, wow.
Caden Booth needs a submission. He's got to get out from underneath Raven.
There's a cover shot.
And if he can get out from underneath Raven and pull a submission, he can force the third round. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen here. Raven's got mount. We've got less than 2 minutes in the match, and Caden is fighting for dear life. Still in the match. Now Raven's going to go ahead and wrap up a choke here. Caden's going to have to fight the hand.
Fighting.
Caden's trying everything he can.
Fighting, brother.
He wants out of this choke. Holy smokes. Raven's half-heartedly got the choke, but Caden, and he lets it go, and Caden is now absolutely exhausted. He is absolutely beside himself, and Raven is half-heartedly just rolling him around in the back seat, Mark Coleman.
This is what you call ragdoll?
Yeah, this is definitely what you call ragdoll, and we've got about a minute left in round 2. Caden is looking to get back into the front seat away from Raven, and we've got a tap. Fantastic.
Raven, proud of yourself, kid.
Raven comes back to the league, picks up a big win, and probably will promptly retire again. Our sponsor today is Lucky Energy. Lucky Energy is taking over the internet, bringing an entertainment and an amazing energy drink that people are raving about. But rather than tell you more about them, the only important thing is try Lucky Energy. Try Lucky Energy. Try Lucky Energy. Deals are on their site and Amazon. Make the right time now. Go live a little. Fists up.
Well, Mr. Raven, that wasn't very kind of you. I thought you were a kind gentleman.
I try hard to be kind, but I got toothache. I had some stuff I had to take out, but he was an awesome competitor. I hope that he comes back and tries again. He had a really good starting off plan, so I hope he comes back and competes again because he's got a good future of competition.
How'd that feel for you getting back here? You get them competitive juices coming? How about slap fight one more time?
Hey, who knows? That definitely kind of fulfilled me for a little bit. You never know about any kind of returns and stuff. Just got to see who's at the top and who deserves it, you know.
All right, brother. Who do you want to thank out there?
I just want to thank everybody that's been involved helping me train. Guys at BFC, like Black Larry, I train with him all the time. Darius the Destroyer. Also want to thank my family. You know, they take good care of me.
Well, welcome back. Here's your Lucky Energy drink. Enjoy the night, brother. We'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Raven James, everybody.
Woo.
My name is Nicholas Warner. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a firefighter paramedic, and I'm a great, amazing husband with 3 daughters. I've been grappling jiu-jitsu-wise 15 years. I wrestled in high school, throughout college, and been coaching wrestling since, so long time. I'd say some of my proudest accolades attributed to jiu-jitsu has been I won IBJJF Worlds as white, blue, purple, and then I got second place in pans as purple, and I haven't been able to compete at brown because there's no little guys. I heard about CarJitsu with some teammates of mine. They've done it. I've watched them. It looks pretty legit. I asked them to get the plug for me and hook me up. The luckiest moment of my life was when I was a little late pulling out with my wife, and she got pregnant with our first daughter. I think I'll do well at CarJitsu because of my style. I'm little. I guess, I'm an old man, so I got a little wisdom. And I like fighting close quarters, and we're going to be close quarters. To my opponent, Brian, I'm excited to fight with you in the car, and one of us is going to end up in the trunk on the way to the river.
All right, we've got a dogfight, Mark.
High-level grappling here, man. Good stuff.
What about the speed of Brian Ramirez when he finally got out of his shoulder strap? Unbelievable. Brian Ramirez attacking from the air, Mark. Oh, my gosh. Brian Ramirez wants this win, and he gets it. Wow. Wow.
My name is Brian Ramirez. I'm from Springfield, Missouri. I'm a pyrotechnician. Basically just shoot off fireworks for concerts and stuff like that. Pretty badass. I've been grappling for about 15 years, so since 2010, I think, something like that. I've been a black belt for 3 years under Leonardo Picagna. My proudest moment in jiu-jitsu is I beat a world champion one time, so that was probably my proudest moment. I heard about CarJitsu basically on social media, Facebook, and seeing people have matches, so it made me interested. I'm really small and strappy, so I think I could get to other places that people probably can't, So I don't really have a strategy or nothing, just going out there to have fun, to be honest. A little getaway weekend. Me and my fiance has been probably my luckiest moment in my life. Now I don't have nothing to say to my opponent, basically just go out there and let's scrap it out.
Far back.
Hands up. Hands down.
And our main event is underway, Mark Coleman, and right away, we've got Brian Ramirez in a bad spot. Nicholas Werner, that's Werner, W-E-R-N-E-R, folks. Nicholas Werner, the firefighter and brown belt, is on top, attacking from his own seat, standing in the driver's seat, attacking into the passenger seat. And Brian Ramirez, of course, a black belt from Springfield, Missouri, pulling him in and trying to wrap up the neck.
Brian told me he wanted to put him in a triangle choke from the bottom.
Wow, I'd like to see that's never happened at CarJitsu Championship. At this point, these two gentlemen, smallest competitors on the card, actually the two smallest competitors in the league, and they have the most mobility inside this Toyota Scion, Mark.
Very intense in there. Both guys want to win this bad.
Now, these two gentlemen are the top dogs in the flyweight division, and this match could just as easily have been a title fight if we were a little further in the season. Now, Nicholas Werner is going to go ahead and lay down the passenger side seat and look to make a little room for himself. But Ramirez has got a smart game plan here. There are no leg locks allowed at CarJitsu Championship, so he's got about a third of his body hanging out the window, keeping himself off the market. Now he's going to come back in and attack, but Nicholas Werner is on him like glue, Mark.
Looks like he's going for the back here, rear naked choke.
Werner's a multiple-time world champion in jiu-jitsu. And now we've got Brian Ramirez in a very dominant position here with about half of the time left in round one. Brian Ramirez is a scrappy grappler. Many MMA fights to his credit. But he's very adaptable. Look at him here. He's got a good position. Nicholas Werner's in trouble, Mark. Oh, and he pushes the action into the back seat. Tap. Wow. And we've got a tap.
Wow, nice.
Tap. Do the rear naked choke.
Rear naked choke. Beautiful. Brian Ramirez wins round one, and you can tell by the look on the face of Nicholas Werner that he's shocked. This is a very dominant grappler. World champion at white belt, world champion at blue belt, at purple belt, and now twice at brown belt. He's facing the black belt, Brian Ramirez from Infinity Martial Arts.
Very confident man, Brian Ramirez.
Tough kid, and he's absolutely tailor-made for CarJitsu. Now, this is going to be the second round. Nicholas Werner needs the submission to force this fight into the third round. He's going to shuck him right away, but Brian Ramirez is on him like glue. Wow! Mark Coleman, Brian Ramirez is absolutely in the best position you can be in, and there's almost 3 minutes left in the second round. Nicholas is in big trouble, and he's going to fight for his life here. He's going to have to try to peel this choke. Right now, it's just a little bit of a neck crank, but it doesn't look comfortable. Will he tap, Mark?
It looks like he's going to tap.
And you've got Brian Ramirez stealing this fight. Wow! 2 big submissions in the first and second round, and Brian Ramirez, without a doubt, is the top dog at flyweight. Unbelievable. We're lucky to have Lucky Energy Drinks as a sponsor, and they're doing some great deals right now on their website and Amazon. It tastes absolutely amazing, like anything you'd buy. It's got 0 sugar, so you won't feel guilty for taking that $20 out of your mom's purse. 5 super ingredients to brag about, and it's got 200 milligrams of caffeine, creating your own luck in life. Grab a can today at luckybevco.com or Amazon.
Came close, but
it didn't work.
You're very confident, man. You went out there, took charge, and dominated that fight. Great job.
Just trying to go out there and have fun. Really good opponent. Hopefully see him some other time
on the mat. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, you looked all the black belts.
I was trying to hit a triangle, but maybe
you
next
told me
time.
you were going to hit a triangle to the bottom, but
I was trying to.
It would have been the first time, but anybody out there you want to thank, brother?
I thank my beautiful fiance, all my kids, and my team, Team Fusion. I'd like to thank Team Fusion, but that's about it.
Yeah, awesome job. Proud of you. Here's your Lucky Energy drink.
Yeah.
Enjoy tonight, brother.
Thank you.
Your winner right here.
Well, friends, there you have it. CarJitsu 13 Crash Course is in the books. I want to congratulate all of tonight's winners: Anthony Alexander, Stephen Minsky, Raven James, and of course in our main event, Brian Ramirez. What an incredible night of grappling inside of this Toyota Scion. Thanks for watching, everybody. From all of us here at Pro League Network, thanks for watching and supporting the growth of niche sports in America. Once again, my name is JT Tilley, and you've been watching CarJitsu Championship. Say goodnight, Coleman.
Good night, Coleman.
man meet in the front seat of a Toyota Scion. This is a different type of a sport here. Not only is it the jiu-jitsu, but there's also got to be some fight in the competitor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a crime in progress. This is what it looks like if you get attacked in your car by a guy that trains jiu-jitsu. Again, this is what a murder looks like in progress right here. Sweating profusely. It's hot as hell inside the car. I'll tell you, Mark, this sport is really evolving.
Look at that.
Lots of heavy breathing inside the car. There's not much relief in the back seat. And that's a big, big man to have smashed you for 3 minutes. Got the seatbelt all the way around the throat, and this is a tough, tough situation. As we get in the later rounds, we're going to see how far they're willing to go to get the win. Hello, fight fans, and welcome to CarJitsu Championship. My name is JT Tilley, and I'm here, as always, with UFC Hall of Famer Mark the Hammer Coleman. And Mark, we have 4 big fights tonight. Cannot wait to watch CarJitsu 14.
Yeah, very stacked card, high level grapplers. Good job matchmaking. Again, JT, I'm excited. It's going to be very intense. These guys have told me they've all trained very hard for this.
Yes, it's an intense lineup. We got some great matches, and I don't see there's any reason to prolong the introductions. Let's just go ahead and get right to the action. All right, here we go, Mark Coleman. He's just going to go ahead and jump right on over on top. Oh, and he gets a lucky roll, and he's on top. The Mexicutioner now. Oh, look at this, Mark. The Mexicutioner's going for a seatbelt choke. It's a tough, tough day at the office for the Mexicutioner. Oh, my gosh. Is he going to get this choke? The Mexicutioner with everything he's got. Oh, and he gets the tap. Executioner wins the match by finish. Holy smokes! Wow!
Mi nombre es Rodrigo Contreras y participo en el Slap Fight Championships y soy el Executioner. Y me dieron la oportunidad de concursar la vez pasada, pero gané y ahorita me quieren otra vez y aquí estoy otra vez. Soy de México City y soy ¿cómo se llama? Pues a ver qué me pasa aquí en el carro mañana. Mi promotor JT me dijo que me pusiera ahí y me dijo no, en la última hora, last minute, que dice, ¿quieres participar? Y digo, sí, va. Y me puse con el 3 Jennings y sí, la ahorqué y ahora a ver qué me ponen. A ver que el que siga, pues también la ahorcar. My luckiest moment is when I met my first girlfriend. Te voy a ahorcar, cabrón, también. A ver. Y pues, a ver qué pasa hasta que me ahorquen o it's kill or be kill, man. You know how it is today.
And we're off. We've got Jonathan Chambers out of the seatbelt more quickly, and now he's reaching behind Isaac, playing with the driver's seatbelt. And now Chambers is outside of the window, looking for a little bit of fresh air.
John, the cop, he's been inside a car before getting people out, he said. He's been in a lot of fights.
Hello, friends, and welcome to CarJitsu Championship 14 High Octane. JT Tilley here, as always, and I cannot wait to see what happens in this first matchup. Let's listen in. All right, on your left, Jonathan Chambers, and on your right, the Mexicutioner, Rodrigo Contreras. And right now, Rodrigo Contreras is inexplicably in some sort of a Muay Thai clinch. John Chambers is trying to pick the lock here and find a way to start the match. But there's a death grip here on the back of his neck. The Mexicutioner, strong gentleman. But at this point, he's just strong. He's not really fishing for anything Chambers is looking for an underhook on either side here, but he's going to have to defeat the arm strength of the Mexicutioner. We're in dogfight position. John Chambers has been here many times. Rodrigo Contreras only once, undefeated thus far. John Chambers recently lost a title match to tonight's main event, Zach Moore, and this is his bounce back. So we look for a good performance from each competitor, but at this point, Rodrigo Contreras has got the seatbelt from the driver's side wrapped around his waist, and he's still just sort of working some sort of a crazy rape choke here with Jonathan Chambers. Chambers showing a little bit of skin for the lady fans. And our official kindly reminds him that very few people want to see that. All right, moving forward, we're going to see Jonathan Chambers escaping out the passenger side window. This is something we've seen from him a lot at CarJitsu Championship. He's very unconventional. Rodrigo's coming forward here. It's almost as if he's going to pass him outside of the car, but Chambers doesn't want to restart. It looks like he wants to keep the position. Contreras opens the door. Now, if either one of these competitors touches down outside of the car, there will be a mandatory reset. And at this point, Contreras is just looking to push the feet down. And we've got some sort of a weird power struggle here. Contreras really wants the restart, which would put him in an actual worse position. Oh, and we both go tumbling outside of the car. And with less than a minute left, we're going to get back in our starting positions. And this is a strange match so far. It looks like teenage brothers fighting over the last French fry. Jonathan Chambers, doting father and new jiu-jitsu purple belt. The Mexicutioner, also a father. His son, Dylan Contreras, also competes at CarJitsu Championship. All right, we've got our restart here, and immediately we get right back to the same position. This time the shoulder strap is slowly making its way across the carotid of the Mexicutioner, who is still hand fighting. And now he's realized he's in danger, so now he's going to fight the seatbelt, and we've got ourselves a fight. Finally, we've got a fight with 40 seconds left in the first round. Jonathan Chambers looking to get the suffocation here. He's also trying to get that seatbelt back around the throat, but he's underneath the armpit of Contreras, and anyone that knows Contreras knows that is the most deadly part of his body. All right, Contreras jerking on the neck here, trying to pull the posture down of Chambers. Chambers is just going to grind forward here until the end of the round. And again, at CarJitsu Championship, if there is no submission, there is no round winner, and that's going to be the first round, all for naught. Both competitors clearly exhausted, and the bad news is at CarJitsu Championship, there is no break between rounds. There's only enough time to reset yourself in the opposite starting position and buckle up. So here we go. It's round two. Rodrigo Contreras on the left. Jonathan Chambers in the driver's seat. Let's listen in. You can hear the breathing of both competitors.
Hands up. Hands down. Judgment.
All right, the second round is underway. It is currently 84 degrees inside the car, and immediately Rodrigo Contreras is in trouble. The seatbelt across the throat. He failed to get himself out of the seat in time, and now he is under attack. This would win the match for Jonathan Chambers. He's going to make it in time, and now he is under attack. This would win the match for Jonathan Chambers. He's going to make his way. Oh, he goes to the